Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. James Woods versus Captain Marvel. Oh, this is so hilarious. I don't know if any of you have been following this, but okay, James Woods, legendary actor, dude can do anything. And I've heard rumors this guy has over a 140 IQ. I would believe it because he picked acting because it's easy and you make a ton of money. And this dude, I mean, I just think James Woods is a national treasure. This guy is hilarious. If you follow his Twitter, it is awesome. He's got 2.03 million followers. The dude tweets all day long, and he's just awesome. So the controversy here, according to Marvel, I don't think it's controversy. I think it's hilarious. But on March 3rd, uh, James Woods tweeted this right here. He goes, "Okay, we will be happy to sit this one out then," and it's in regards to a crazy activist, SJW activist, saying, "Dear white men haters, you're not welcome at cinemas." And this crazy activist was talking about Brie Larson, saying that she doesn't care about the opinions of white men, which is just so stupid, sexist, racist thing to say. I mean, it's just stupid. And so James is saying, okay, well, if you don't care about what white men have to say, then all us white guys and our girlfriends and wives and other friends that aren't hateful, mean people, they're going to sit out too. And all of these crazy SJW people just start going nuts, and it's so funny. And then immediately after, James is probably laughing about this, people going crazy. He tweets this, and it's about the movie Alita, which a lot of people are going to see that love, that actually stars a strong, independent woman. He goes, when you have a choice, pick a movie where the studio doesn't hate half its audience. And it's true. It is so true. And you know what? I would bet it's even more than half the audience because if you think about it, how many fans of comic books are women? Now, when you go to Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, there's women there. Make no mistake about it. But who's the just look on the comic book convention floor. The majority are what? Majority are guys, and a lot of the women there are performers or they're like cosplay, and they're there trying to make trying to get their name out there to make money. A lot of them have accounts on Instagram. They do pinups, things like that. So they're not just the run of the mill comic book nerds. They are out there, but there is definitely not as many. And if you just take a look anywhere, any comic book shop, you're gonna see 5 to 1. It's guys, and it's usually owned by a guy too. So this is just hilarious. So this does sum it up. A lot of guys have gone to see Alita, and Alita is doing really, really well. Even the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is doing fantastic. And then here's Marvel. She's all butthurt, like, "Why are you looking at her?" And I just think it's so funny. And then here you have like more triggered people. You're truly psychotic and you're playing right into the lies. Stop. I'm sure James Woods is going to listen to you. Playing into the lies, there are no lies here, okay? James Woods is not saying Captain Marvel is going to be a bad movie. He's saying that half the audience has been insulted, and they have. When you tell people because of their race and their gender that they don't matter, of course they're going to be insulted. You have to be an idiot or just an evil person not to think that. So I love James Woods. You should follow him. He is hilarious. I mean, look at this. The dude tweets constantly about politics, um, movies, everything. And whether you agree with him 100% on everything or not, it's hilarious. It's really, really funny. And he's witty because he's a really smart guy. He should write a column somewhere because he's actually really well spoken and he's a good writer. And even like these tweets, just the tone are hilarious. I would definitely check that out. And then there's an article here on comicbook.com, and comicbook.com is kind of SJWE, but it's hilarious because they're so over the top. So they say actor James Woods suggested moviegoers skip Marvel Studios Captain Marvel, tweeting to his more than 2 million followers they should instead pick a movie where the studio doesn't hate half its audience. Well, that's true. And Woods first responded to a tweet directed at white men haters, tweeting, "We will be happy to sit this one out." I mean, it's just so funny. And then we have then this is Brie Larson clarifying her comments. What I'm looking for is to bring more seats up to the table. Okay, no, you don't. If you wanted to bring up more seats, you wouldn't yell and belittle people that have seats. Okay, what she wants to do is she wants certain people that she doesn't like to get up and leave their seat open for people that she likes. She doesn't want people already sitting at the table to stay at the table. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying that. No one is getting their chair taken away. Yes, they are, Brie. Brie actually, in an interview, said that she doesn't want white men to interview her. She wants people of color, especially women, to interview her. Now, that is not giving people a seat at the table. If you're going to give somebody a seat at the table, which I hate that expression, but that's what she supposedly is doing, what you would do is you don't talk about who can't do something. You just bring up, hey, I'm doing 10 interviews. You know what? I'm going to do 12 interviews. I'm going to add two people to it that I normally wouldn't have done. You don't do uh, you don't already have 10 interviews, and then you tell three of the people that were scheduled, I'm not talking to you because how you look. That's not what you do. And Marvel Studios' first female-led film. Give me a break. There are so many female-led films. There's so many. There's so many. I mean, every romantic comedy is for the most part female-led. I mean, animation now is geared to females. So this idea that this is a brand new concept, this is a brand new thing, is a total lie, and it insults everybody's intelligence. And to be honest with you, like with that sci-fi film Alita, people are willing to go to a movie. They're willing to go to a movie that has women in it. That's proven. That's a proven scientific fact. It just has to be good. And it says Marvel Studios' first female-led film was then barraged by fake reviews. These weren't reviews, people. The audience score is about audience buzz. So if you want to go to the movie, I guess the only review would be is my review if I want to go to the movie, not if it was a good movie, because nobody saw it, and because they haven't let anybody screen it, they haven't let any of the critics ahead of time watch it, which is an indicator that it might not be that great. So anyway, barraged by fake reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, dropping its audience anticipation score. See, there you go. See, here's a lie, barraged by fake reviews. Here's a truth. Audience anticipation to the lowest of any Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. That's the lead's fault. An attack that forced Rotten Tomatoes to remove. It didn't force it. Rotten Tomatoes willfully caved in to SJWs. To remove its want to see metric pegging interest in films pre-release. If I was a filmmaker or I was a movie studio and I had a film out that has a big fan base, I would lobby to get this put back on because I want people to see that my fan base is anticipating. I wouldn't want it taken away just because one person out of the millions of people gets butthurt about it. It says, I want to go out of my way to connect the dots. It just took me using the power that I have to get been given now as Captain Marvel. It's not a real person. The role comes with all these privileges and powers that make me feel uncomfortable because I don't really need them. It's a byproduct of the profession and the sign of the times, but any uncomfortableness I feel is balanced by the knowledge that gives me the ability to advocate for myself and others. This is her talking about this is only half of what she said in regard to choosing people based on their race and their gender to do her interview. This is the decent part of it. They cut out all the other sexist, racist stuff she said. And that is it. That is the lame. I mean, look at all this space here in this article. Lame video, ad, James Wood. I mean, the best thing is James Wood here. If they took out James Woods, there would just be two ads and like two paragraphs. But this is journalism. What do you guys have to think about it? Are you guys fans of James Woods? I know I am. he's getting blackballed by the business now, but the dude has made so much money and invested it, he doesn't really need the money. What do you think? Do you think that Alita in the long run is going to be a better movie than Captain Marvel? Think Captain Marvel is just going to keep on looking at all of us like, I can't believe you're looking at her. And do you think that men are going to sit this one out? You think we're just going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to the back of the bus in this one. I'm sitting right here at home. Do you think they're going to be staying at home, or do you think they're going to cave in and go to the movie? Let me know, comment below, and as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.